As we move along to the tail of the tape of this matchup, you can see these are two high-powered offenses. Boise State's averaging almost 49 points per game. Meanwhile, Washington State over 46 points per game. Both of these teams averaging well over 500 yards of offense per game. On defense, that's where it gets a little interesting for both of these units. Both of them rank in the bottom 100 in scoring defense. And I will say this, though. Boise State made a big jump last week when it came to total defense, really limiting Portland State. But I expect a shootout on the blue tomorrow night.
Yeah, and who doesn't love a shootout? I know we love defense, but high-scoring football is always exciting. Now, with the move to the Pac-12, this feels like it's going to be a major rivalry game for years to come. Right now, they're calling it the Snake River rivalry, and it kind of works in a lot of ways. You have two programs with a very similar culture. They're a short 6-ish or so hour drive apart, and the last time these two teams met were two of the most fun college football games I've ever got to see in person. In 2016, the Bronco defense stood tall and held off a late Cougar comeback attempt, holding on to a 31-28 win out on the blue. The following year in Pullman, I mean, this one was nuts. It turned into a battle of backup QBs. Washington State overcame a 21-point deficit in the fourth quarter and then went on to win the game in triple overtime. Boise State head coach Spencer Danielson's excited about all the extra buzz around the game, but he's a little more focused on the task at hand.
There's a lot of pub about this game, and I get it. That's the reality of it. You know, huge game, college football playoff, top 25, blah, 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 blah. It means nothing. We got to keep learning and growing. We have a huge opponent. This is the biggest game of our season because it's the next game. Having a regional rival, like I've talked about before, I believe that every team we play at Boise State is a rival because we know we're going to get their absolute best. But I think the world of Washington State, I know a bunch of their coaches. Obviously, you know, Jeff Schmedding, Frank Miley, we coached together for a long time. Two of the best coaches I know, but also two of some of the best men that I know too. So I know they're going to be very well coached coming in here on all three phases, offense, defense, special teams. We got to be ready for the challenge. We recruit a similar type kid, that blue-collar kid that loves football. And we know that's what we're going to see Saturday night. So it's going to be awesome for the future. We got to focus on the here and now. And
now, as long as we focus on the here and now, should be a great game tomorrow. Boise State nearly a touchdown favorite. Early on in this rivalry, you can see it was definitely one-sided. Not only was Washington State winning, they were kind of winning big. Then in 2016, things took a little bit of a turn. Boise State, as Brady mentioned, won here on the blue in a tight one. And then the following year, it looked like the Broncos had that thing wrapped up, but an insane comeback by the Cougars gave Washington State a 47-44 victory in overtime. But I think this game, it's trending more and more later in the years of this rivalry. I think tomorrow's game is going to be a close game. It's going to be awesome, and I really can't wait. I noticed, Brady, you know, you use Snake River rivalry down there, and I feel like fans are trying to embrace a nickname for this game.
I like it.
For what could be a future rivalry. Do you like Snake River rivalry?
I
saw
fun.
Snake River Showdown, but you like the alliteration.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
You know, if you want to make it Showdown, that's also alliteration, and you get away from the Red River rivalry and all that, and make it your own thing. But a rivalry game needs to have a fun, exciting name. That's why it never worked out with Utah State or San Diego State, but it did with Fresno because it was the milk can. You gotta pick a title and stick with it.
I think that, you know, again, we just showed you the history. I think that, you know, Boise State, in terms of like you call it a losing percentage. They don't have a losing percentage against many teams. They do against Washington State. And so I think that you have some animosity there where Boise State wants to try to even out the score of this series. And they'll get a chance to in the future since both these schools are going to be in the Pac-12.